All right, doing a recap of my most recent video featuring the one and only Johnny Blazer. Was so pumped to see him, have him come out, help me write the script, help me learn some things is what he did. And if you didn't recognize the guy in there, you might have seen a resemblance. That was my brother Marcus. Man, that was a fun video. I mean, he came in for Thanksgiving. I was like, Mark, love to have you in a video. And I just asked him, like, what concept would you want to have to talk about? Like, this is, you're bringing this character in, but you're also bringing in, a thought, an idea, something that you'd like to share. And after thinking about it for a little bit, he's like, I'd like to share something about authenticity and how that relates to brands and things like that. Mark works for Twitter. He works for big works on major brands like Coca-Cola and Nike and things like that. But it's interesting because his perspective is very different than mine. Him working on these amazing national companies, international. I work mostly with local businesses, so it was cool seeing his perspective on that authentic take because it's like I love seeing things that in my mind are universal and then getting that kind of validation that like no, like this isn't just for the mom and pop shop down the store. This isn't just for the local dentist practice. This isn't just for the local HVAC company or local business, whoever it may be. Is the point I'm making? And and working in Twitter, you can see that. I mean, there's accounts that he says are relevant because of their authenticity on Twitter, and then there's people. I'm paraphrasing Mark. If I'm not doing a good job paraphrasing words, let me know. That might try to imitate some of them, but it's blatantly clear that they're less authentic. What's also cool about it is that's kind of been my theme really the past couple weeks, and probably will be forever. I'm really realizing the true power of that and navigating and knowing when am I being authentic versus when am I repeating something because I think it's how what I should be saying. Getting back to Johnny Blazer and my brother Mark, we might be doing more videos on that concept. I think it was a lot of fun. What's funny about that, I guess, second character, if I'm like really analyzing myself, talking to myself in a lot of these videos that you've seen, um, and then bringing in like a third character into it. But a lot of the conversations when I write it, it's like, I mean, it is like thoughts that I've had of like counterposing or opposing thoughts and ideas on what was the best way to act. And that's a very true thing. Like I'm like, man, I need to be acting in a certain way because I feel the pressure of the industry that I'm in and how everyone's sounding. It's a very easy thing to fall into, and I've done that. And just with some major, breakthroughs and revelations I've had of like, this is who I need to be and how I need to enact, and really and staying focused and confident in it. Um, going back to that character who's usually sitting right here, and I was like, how do I make him seem more serious? I'm like, I don't know, maybe he'll just be wearing a scarf this time. That's the kind of thought that goes into it. But I find it funny and I find it to be authentic. I think that's why I wouldn't do it otherwise. But that concept, and I've got another idea, or actually, I have a script, honestly. That's a much more of a serious tone. There's one video I dropped a few months ago that takes a total departure from the normal to myself playing two characters being goofy. That is more serious. Maybe you didn't see it. Check out the archives. But I had that, and honestly, I was like, man, I don't know if I can do a second video because I'm like doubting my ability to write and to be impactful and to edit and to incorporate music and try to create much more of an emotional impact than what seems to be more easy and natural for me, and that's just being informative and a little bit silly at the same time. I love doing that. I wouldn't still be making these videos if I didn't think so. But when Mark, my brother, said that about authenticity, and we did that, and just seeing the reaction to that, and other ways that I'm like almost going out of my way to express myself authentically and naturally, I'm like, no, I need to actually film this video, and fuck, the limited beliefs of do I think I'm some kind of filmmaker? Like I'm hearing the haters in my head before it even happens, and that's preventing me from doing great work. So being a little introspective right now. I wonder what Johnny Blazer would have to say. Uh, oh man, but when you're rolling and being creative and just laughing, like God, that was just fun. You might have heard me, or some of the clips was hard to edit, like some great stuff where I was like, I'm like too close to the camera and I'm laughing as Mark slash Johnny Blazer is delivering his lines. So now lesson learned, like stay away from the mic when filming these if there's another character because I might ruin the scene by just chuckling. Here's my imitation of someone doing an imitation of me laughing. Like I think I sound normal, but apparently I sound like so. Anyway, that's the recap of the Johnny Blazer video. Keep watching.